Welcome to the SolaX instructional installation video series. We will guide you through the installation of SolaX Nexus Zero-750. Before installation, please prepare the following tools to ensure the installation. Please note that the following conditions are met. Use a forklift to move the cabinet to the installation site. After removing the accessory box, please ensure the integrity of the following items. Nexus Zero offers two mounting options, forklift and crane mounting. Please choose installation methods according to the actual situation. For forklift installation, please follow the instructions in the picture strictly. For crane installation method, please strictly follow the steps below. The eye bolts are not in the scope of delivery. If crane is used to handle the cabinet, obtain the eye bolts from SolaX ESS or contact the salesperson for purchase. Remove the M20 screws inside the top eye bolt holes using a torque wrench. Insert and clockwise the eye bolts. Please remember to put the silicone gaskets in place before inserting the eye bolts. After determining the installation position of the cabinet, draw 4 circles on the foundation surface based on the dimensions of the cabinet, and drill holes into the foundation through the circles, and then clean the site. Disassemble the expansion bolts, and then hammer the bolts into the foundation holes. Use a crane or forklift to place the cabinet upright onto the foundation. Make sure the installation holes of the cabinet align with those of the foundation. Assemble the washers and screws of the expansion bolts, hammer in the screws, and then secure the screws. Align the bottom covers with the cabinet, and then secure the M5 screws on the covers. Remove the silicone cap from the antenna port. Take out the antenna and make sure that it is securely inserted and tightened by turning it clockwise. Fold the antenna up 90 degrees. Hammer in the M8 Dacromet combination screw into the terminal, and then secure it. Open the front door of the cabinet, unscrew the screws, and remove the wire cover. We suggest that the power cables of PV/load/BESS, as shown in the figure, be connected to Nexus Zero-750 through a combiner box. Unscrew the M6 screws on the wire entry plate. Lift the plate up, and then cut holes through the rubber seals. Thread the wires through the rubber seals of the wire entry plate. Unscrew the M12 and M8 screws on the copper bars. Align the hole of the ring terminals to that of the copper bars, and then reattach and tighten the M8 screws to secure the connection. After complete securing all power cables for combiner box, pull down the wire entry plate, and then use the original M6 screws to secure the plate. Unscrew the M6 screws on the wire entry plate, lift the plate up, and then cut holes through the rubber seals. Cable connection and fix with M12 screws, and close the cover. After the connection is done, please do not forget to seal with fireproof mud. The Nexus Zero-750 is designed with abundant communication ports and terminals that can realize interaction with different types of devices for various scenarios. Next, we will provide a detailed introduction to the communication interface locations of Nexus Zero-750. Depending on the specific scenario, we can choose which interfaces to connect to on-site. Two types of hub ports are offered: namely HubNet and HUBCOM.HubNet ports, are adapted from Net 4 port of EMS 1000 Pro and the Nexus 0750, and should be connected to external routers or Net 4 port of EMS 1000 in the best cabinets for LAN data transmission. Network ports of HubCom are adapted from Net 1 port of EMS 1000 Pro and the Nexus 0-750, and should be connected to Net 2 port of EMS 1000 in the best for power control. Insert the wires into the pin contacts of the RJ45 connector in sequence, and then use a crimping tool to securely crimp the wires into the connector. Unscrew the M6 screws on the wire entry plate for communication connection. Lift the plate up, and then cut holes through the rubber seals. Thread one end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of the Nexus 0-750, and then insert the RJ45 connector into a HubNet port. Thread the other end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of AEL-IO or Trine, and then insert the RJ45 connector into Net 4 port of EMS 1000 AEL-IO or Trine. After complete connecting the ESS and Nexus 0750, connect the Nexus 0750 to the external router. Thread one end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of the Nexus 0750, and then insert the RJ45 connector into a HubCom port. Thread the other end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of AEL-IO or Trine, and then insert the RJ45 connector into the Net 2 port of EMS 1000 of the ESS. Before communication connection, please pay attention to the requirements for communication length when connecting Trine or AEL-IO. The parallel connection between Trine or AEL-IO cabinets, as shown in the diagram. Thread one end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of the Nexus 0750, and then insert the RJ45 connector into the PAR port. Thread the other end of the network cable through the cable entry hole of Trine or AEL-IO, and then insert the RJ45 connector into parallel COM 1 port. Nexus 0750 provide more external devices for expanded functions. All corresponding terminals are located here. After connecting all cables, pull down the wire entry plate, and then use the original M6 screws to secure the plate. Attach fireproof mud to the cable entry holes to fully seal them. To achieve better sound insulation, acoustic enclosure can be installed as shown in the video as needed. Before power on, please ensure that all the cables are properly connected and that all the electric components are switched off. Insert the breaker handle into the tray of the grid breaker and then flip up the breaker to turn it on. Flip up the power distribution breakers. Press and hold the power button of the UPS for at least 5 seconds to turn on it. Before powering on for the first time, please ensure that the button is in manual, off-grid state. Insert the breaker handle into the tray of the AC out breaker, and then flip up the breaker to turn on. Log into EMS Pro webpage, and then confirm parameters as needed. Set the button to run in automatic or manual mode as needed. In manual mode, manual grid connection and disconnection operations are required. For the power off procedure, follow the steps below to operate. Switch to manual mode and off-grid mode. Flip down the power distribution breakers. Turn off the AC out breaker. Power off the UPS. Flip down the grid breaker. Close the door. When it is necessary to perform maintenance operations on the equipment inside the cabinet without affecting the power supply of the mains to the load. After completing the normal power off operation, as shown in the video, you can bypass this cabinet. Thanks for watching.